All right, guys, it is 6 p.m. So we are going to get rolling. Thank you for joining me for a spin at 6 p.m. Hopefully you guys have had a good Monday so far. Great to see a whole bunch of people with me spinning. It's awesome. Somebody told me I'd have this many people watching me spin live. A few months ago, I would say they are lying. So, that being said, we're going to get started. Warm up is 5 minutes, zone one. Zone one, cycling power. Zone one power, zone one heart rate, cycling heart rate. And this workout is going to be focused on recovery. One, because I need some recovery. And two, recovery is extremely important, and it's something that's overlooked by a lot of athletes. So today's focus is a recovery set with some pickups, and hopefully I can teach you guys something as well. So first 5 minutes is we're actually warming up to do active recovery. All right, so 5 minutes, zone one, cycling heart rate, zone two, or zone one power. Right? So if you train with power, zone one is going to be less than 55% of your FTP. Maybe 40, 45% is a good number to shoot for, but under 55% is where you want to hang out. So 5 minutes, zone one. And during this workout, you're not looking to get your heart rate up high. Not a lot of pressure is being put on the pedals. You're just kind of using the cadence to turn those pedals over, right? So relaxed workout. And the reason I'm doing it is because it got me thinking, like, I'm sore, I'm tired, I don't need to do another hard workout, and I'm sure there's some other people that are tired too. So good focus on recovery today. 30-minute set. The entire set overall is going to be less than 55% of your FTP, your cycling heart rate. We'll do some pickups, but they're going to be short. There'll be 3 or 4 of them. Everything else is zone one, low zone two. So a true active recovery on the bike. So just over 2 minutes into the warm-up. And then the main set is going to be 20 minutes long. And it's going to be right at 55% of FTP. And then 45, 50% of your threshold heart rate. So you should be zone one, zone two heart rate, cycling heart rate. If you're breathing hard, if you can't talk in complete sentences, you're going too hard. So don't worry about what your, not so much what your cadence is, but your power right now. All right, just keeping it low, keeping the heart rate low. 3.5 minutes in. I thought about doing this workout outside, and then I realized I'd have to move a ton of gear outside, and it's 85 degrees. So I decided against that. Then I'd probably pass out and fall off the trainer, which could be funny. All right, guys. About 4 minutes into our warm-up, again, zone one. Start thinking about building into your zone two. About 55%, 45, 55% your FTP. Low heart rate, low cycling heart rate with zone two. Low zone two, not high zone two, zone three, right? Keeping it active, active recovery. And I'll talk a little bit more on why recovery is so important and just some key points that I think we can sometimes forget. Sometimes I forget, and I'm guilty of doing these. So talk about that here once we get into the main set. 20 seconds left of the warm-up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you just want to look, maybe dropping a gear, maybe two, still keeping somewhat light pressure on the pedals, right? Start to increase the power a little bit, getting into your zone 2, FTP. Your heart rate might be climbing, maybe 5 more beats, 10. Try not to let it get out of zone 2 though. Starting to get the lows, high zone 2, right? Start backing it off, right? If you're training with heart rate, it's a little bit harder than power because heart rate is influenced by a bunch of different factors, right? You're training with power, you push on the pedal, you get a power output. Doesn't matter if you're tired, if the wind's blowing, if it's humid, if it's hot, if it's cold, power is power. Heart rate, not so much, right? If you have a lot of fatigue in your body, if you're overtrained, if you've been sick, if you've been taking medication, if you haven't slept, if you haven't been eating well, this all affects your heart rate. So 2 minutes into the 20 minutes, zone 2, 55% of your FTP. So why is recovery so important? Not just cycling recovery, right? Just active recovery in general, across the spectrum, swimming, biking, running, any kind of endurance sport, even recovery from job stress and life stress, right? Recovery is important. It's how our mind resets. It's how our body resets, right? So without recovery, without enough recovery into our plans, right, it can negatively impact our fitness. I learned that the hard way. And once I started to actually truly recover, I started to race better. You know, my pacing came up, my power came up, I slept better, and it was all because of recovery. So if you don't recover, it can negatively impact your fitness. It can lead to overtraining, it can lead to illness, and then finally something we don't want is injury, right? So very important to recover. So for those of you listening, what do you think the #1 recovery tool is, or #1 recovery method? And you don't have to answer me because I can't hear you, but just have it in your head what your answer would be. So the #1 recovery tool that you can utilize is sleep. Without sleep, you can't really, your body can't recover. You can't rebuild the micro tears in your muscles, right? There's a lot of things that can't happen without adequate sleep. So sleep is extremely important. And then second, after sleep, in my opinion, is nutrition. Those two are big, big for recovery. Almost 5 minutes in our 20-minute set here, main set. Zone 2 power, recovery set, right? Light pressure on the pedals. We're just spinning them over with cadence, using more of our aerobic system to do the work. The other reason recovery is important, right, It flushes out toxins in our body, flushes out lactic acid from those hard workouts, right? If we recover smart, then we've got more energy, more strength to go into that next hard session and get the most out of it. And as I said before, right, it helps repair muscles, micro tears, everything that you're doing to your body, breaking it down. Sleep and nutrition are vital to rebuilding fast. And the more consistently you practice good recovery methods, the faster your body recovers between workouts. So essentially, you can train at a higher level of fitness. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating, and this is recovery.
Ethan.
Rebecca joined us. Jason's on.
Can you come?
Lots of people tuning in for Monday evening spin. Good to see you guys.
Can you turn on that thing?
Just over 5 minutes into that main set.
Yeah, yes, and number 3. Look if it is number 3.
So what else is this recovery good for, guys? We talked about flushing out lactic acid, muscle repair, kind of resetting the body and the mind overall, right? Another big key with recovery is, you know, you're putting certain amounts of stress and training load on your body each week. And the only way your body can adapt to that stress and the training load you're putting on it is to recover. And it's probably the number one mistake I see people make, including myself, is they don't recover properly. They don't respect it. They want to go 110% all the time to get faster. And I think it's because when we work out hard and we challenge ourselves, it gives us a high. It gives us like a rush. You know, we did something hard, we sweated, we did the work, and we're going to be better. And sometimes you don't feel that on recovery mentally, right? So it's hard for us to justify that it's working, but if you give it time and you truly give 110% to being consistent with recovery, you'll see some great benefits on the other side. So give me a thumbs up if you guys are feeling good and you're happy. Yeah, one person's happy. Oh, 2 people, 3 people. Jeremy's really happy. He's got like 5 thumbs up and a heart emoji. Jeremy looks like he's cycling in a bike shop. Got like 50 bikes over his head. It's awesome to be spinning with you guys. I can tell you this has really kind of helped me get out of my comfort zone and actually teaching a spin class and holding me accountable to get some work in and not just being lazy. Because I know there's a lot of people that rely on me to do these spin classes and look forward to it. So in a big way, you guys are helping me out, just like I'm helping you out. So good team effort overall. Just over 14 minutes into this workout. All right, we hit 15 minutes, guys. When we hit that, we're going to do a pickup. Now, this isn't going to be a pickup to sprint in front of the group. just going to be a pickup. Focus more on cadence, not power. All right, bring your cadence up to maybe 90, 95, nothing over 100, which should start to bring you into your upper zone 2. Maybe a touch into your zone 3, right? We're going to do that for about 30 seconds and then bring it back down to our zone 2. And I know you're thinking, hey, it's a recovery, we should stay in zone 2 all the time. Well, it's active recovery, and 30, 45 seconds of a light intensity isn't going to affect you that much. The overall picture, this entire workout will still be less than 55% of your FTP. So all right, guys, about 20 seconds left, and then we'll do our first pickup. Remember, it's not a sprint, just a light pickup. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that effort up a little bit, right? My cadence is 94. I'm just going to hold it right there. It's a little, that effort's increased a little bit. Power's coming up a little bit. And that's all you want to do. Just hold this for about 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it back down to zone 2. Let the aerobic system do the work. Just let those legs spin over. Not a lot of pressure on those pedals. The other thing that's important with recovery, guys, is all the toxins in our body, all that lactic acid. Active recovery helps flush that out. Staying hydrated helps flush those toxins out. So active recovery is extremely important to help with that process. The other big thing that recovery does is it brings oxygenated blood back into your muscles for repair, which is super important. So there's just so many benefits to recovery, and it will help with racing and training in general. It's so overlooked by so many people. And it takes restraint, especially if you've got a recovery day and all your friends are going cycling or running. And they're like, oh, we'll take it easy. And then all of a sudden, you're just riding for an hour in a group close to your FTP. And that recovery day became a hard day. And then the next day, you've got a hard workout and you might not do as well. And you keep doing stuff like that over and over. And that's where you get injured. That's where you get sick. You start overtraining and you don't make as much progress as you want to see. So super important, something I learned the hard way years ago through getting multiple injuries. So extremely important to recover. So one thing I am guilty of, and you guys can raise your hands if you're guilty of it too, is our coach gives us a recovery day and we don't cycle or run or swim, but we might do 6 hours of yard work. I'm guilty of that. That's not recovery. Yard work is not recovery. Unless you're planting a single daisy in a pot and then going back inside, you are not recovering. So very important on those recovery days, truly recover. Nice work, guys. We are almost at the 20-minute mark. And we're gonna do another effort now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring up the cadence, bring up the power. Heart rate will start creeping up a little bit. High zone 2 cycling power. Top end of that zone 2 cycling heart rate. Holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Back to easy. Back to that little zone 1 or zone 2, sorry. So let the pedals spin over. We've got one more pickup to do. About 5 minutes left of the main set. So again, thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for spinning with me. It's been awesome to see the turnout so far. Hopefully it's helping you guys stay engaged and positive during these crazy freaking times. Just nuts. Will, I know the first thing you're going to do is swim. I know it. I know you're going to swim, Will. Start out easy though, Will. Nothing. Easy swim, maybe 8,000 for your first swim, and then build. Oh no, don't kill yourself. All right, guys, about a minute left, and then we'll do another pickup. Remember to get that water, get your nutrition, stay hydrated. It's a recovery ride, but you still got to hydrate. Still have to fuel. All the fueling that you're doing today is going to help you for tomorrow. It's going to help you sleep. It's going to help you recover. So don't neglect nutrition. Especially as you get older. I have one glass of wine. It takes me 3 days to recover. And it's a cheap wine. It's not the expensive shit.
That's your problem.
Here we go, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Picking up the effort. High zone 2 power. Bring that heart rate up. Maybe 10 beats. Hold it there. Still somewhat light pressure on the pedals. Cadence is a little bit higher. Don't want to overtax the muscles in recovery. Flushing out that lactic acid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to easy. Zone 2. One minute left, guys. 1 minute left of the main set. Everybody's doing fantastic. Will, how many of your neighbors are watching you right now? That's a lot. That is awesome. I'd start charging, Will. Open your garage and it's like a peep show, man. $5. Nice. Good job, Terry. Good job, Amy. Good job, Beth. I don't think Jeremy and Kendall have gotten off the bike today. Like every time I've seen and talked to them, they're on a bike. I think they're doing an ultra cycling event. 148 hours of cycling. Kendall said no. All right, guys, one more small effort. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring up the power. Bring up your cadence. Heart rate up, 5, 10 beats maybe. Last effort. Nice work, guys. Almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now it is time to start recovering. So bring the heart rate back down, bring the power back down, aiming for zone 1. And you guys can spin for your cool down as long as you want, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you let that heart rate come down for at least 5 minutes if you can. Make sure to statically stretch after you get off the bike as well. Super important. Make sure you eat something, get a good amount of sleep tonight. So I'll hang out with you guys for another 4 minutes. That'll give us 30 minutes total. Again, letting that heart rate come down. Very light pressure on the pedals, just letting the legs turn over. But you still should have got like a little bit of sweat going. I mean, I'm in the house and I'm sweating. So I know Will's sweating. Yeah, I like it, buddy. Good job. Nice work, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it was easier, but again, recovery is so important and it's neglected so much. So just listen to your body. You're tired, right? And that could be stress from what's going on in the world right now. It could be life stress. It could be job stress, financial stress. Stress just does not come only from working out. Stress comes from all different sources and in different intensities. So if you're tired and your body's just telling you, I need to sleep, or you're aggravated or moody, you should probably listen to your body and recover. Skipping a day of training for recovery when it's needed is a pretty smart thing to do. So, but if you've got a coach, check with them, right? Make sure you guys are communicating and you guys are on the same page. Never be afraid to ask your coach questions. Sometimes your coach can learn stuff. So, all right, guys, just over a minute left of our cool down, nice and easy. Whenever you do an active recovery workout and you enjoy it, that means it was well needed, and then you went hard on your hard workouts. so you can truly enjoy that recovery. Sometimes it's just fun to get on the bike and recover and just spin easy. I like it. About 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left, and that'll give us 30 minutes, but you are more than welcome to keep spinning. Just make sure if you spend another 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is, make sure it is active recovery. Don't get back up into zone 3, zone 4, right? Keep it easy, keep it in recovery. Your body will thank you in the next few days. So that is our 30 minutes. Excellent work, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Had a lot of fun as always. I'll be teaching spin again next week on Monday morning at 6 a.m. and then at 6 p.m. on Monday evenings as well. Got a lot of other virtual stuff happening with MindRight. A lot of coaches doing a lot of things, so check the schedule. You know, if there's something you'd like to see that we're not doing, email us, post it on Facebook, and we'll try and make it happen if we can. So thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it.